Hello, everyone.
Heyo.
Welcome today to Lockdown Lunch. This is day, this is episode 6 or something, I think. I don't know. But thank you for tuning in now or tuning in later. I appreciate everyone who has been watching, and I appreciate all the fabulous guests that I have had the pleasure of talking to. Today is another absolutely fabulous person. We're going to get to know Eli Pabon, the dancer, percussionist, a lyricist, a grant writer, an events producer, and a teacher.
Yes, and a dog mom.
All the things. You must be busy.
Yes, and
So,
yeah.
I'm just going to ask you, because I'm not really quite sure, and I ask all my guests this, what day is it?
You know, if I didn't have like a calendar up that I crossed the days off, I would probably not know.
That's a good tip.
I have to do that. I have one in my kitchen that I just cross off, and then I have one in the bathroom. So today is April 9th.
Yay!
And I also had to remember, because then I would have totally missed out on this live call. I was like, April 9th, April 9th, April 9th. So keeping me on my toes.
And Thursday?
Today's Thursday. Yes. And things for, like, I'm still working virtually for the school. So we have certain meetings on certain days. So today was the specialist day. So I'm like, okay, it's Thursday. I got to wake up and make sure I have a shirt on.
Yeah. No, it's good to have a routine, like, throughout the week, to remember what day it is.
Yes.
I do know tomorrow's Friday. Woo!
And Friday's date night.
Oh, you have date night?
Oh, we have date nights all the time. Like, we used to only have like date night Friday night kind of thing. Yeah. Like, it was a scheduled thing, but now we just do it all the time whenever we feel like it.
Oh, you're so lucky. It's a little difficult with we live with my mother-in-law, so it's hard to have date night during lockdown.
Yeah, but date nights could just be watching a movie together.
Yeah.
You know,
today is movie night in my house. So
there you go. Nice.
We're gonna watch The Birdcage.
Nice.
So we can laugh.
Good one. That's a good one.
So I'd love to talk to you about what your life was like before lockdown and all this new world.
Things. Life before lockdown.
With all these titles that you have, like, you must have been busy.
Well, you know, I've gained those titles over many, many years. And if you know me, you know that it's like sometimes I'm fully into one thing and not doing the other. And then other times I'm doing multiple at the same time. So it kind of depends on the season, depends on what I'm doing. So it's not like I'm totally doing every single thing every single day. So I am a Gemini, and I've never been able to only do one thing. So if you know a Gemini, you know they can't just do one.
My husband's a Gemini.
Yeah. You have to feed all of the personalities. Yes. There's not just two. There's not just two. I don't even know which one I have on right now, but life before lockdown was, let's see. So I recently, in September, started working for Boston Public Schools as a dance teacher. So it's that's actually fairly new. But, you know, before lockdown, it was like, you know, depending on the season, I would do dance classes at night, like physical dance classes, like mostly Latin dance classes. And then maybe I'd have a gig where I'm, you know, either performing or teaching a dance class right before a salsa band comes on. So different kinds of events, but also, or putting on an event. Like in the summer, it's like Salsa in the Park every Monday night. So I was there all the time. Then Somerville. So in the summer is way more gigs. Yeah, that's with Meta Movements, right? And so summer is like crazy all the time. And then in the fall, when I got this job, I worked there 4 days a week. So other things kind of like were put to the wayside because obviously I was working more like in a physical space.
Right.
Before September, I was working from home. So I was working virtually already. So anyway, then my husband, so we were living in Boston in JP, and literally in November, end of November, my husband and I bought a house.
Oh,
so
wow.
We're not in Boston. We're right outside of Boston, like an hour away in Leominster.
Okay.
Beautiful house, lots of space.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm loving it now because I don't know how I would be if I was living in the old apartment right now.
Yeah.
It was just a lot, going on in that apartment. Little space, like one room in this house is the space we lived in for about 12 years. So
I've definitely lived in apartments like that before.
So I feel really kind of blessed, and the timing couldn't have been better, I guess.
No, yeah.
So yeah, that was life before the lockdown. And I still drive into work every day for dance classes at the Ellison Park School. So yeah, that was life before lockdown.
And now, what is life like now?
I gotta say,
different, same,
better,
worse.
I love it. Is that
really?
Bad? I don't know.
Not it's okay to love it.
Not everything that's happening around the lockdown, obviously.
Right.
I just mean, like, before when I was working virtually and not working at the school, like going physically into the school, it was like I would work from home, and then when I had events, I would go out and do the events, like, all the time. But and it was fine, like, but living in this house now, like, we just moved in, and it's just like it's still all new. Like, I'm doing projects at home that we didn't have time to do yet. We're spending a lot more time together because my husband works a lot too. He's a freelance worker, so he works a lot too. He's a musician. So it's kind of like, if I didn't think about all the craziness that's happening and why we're in this situation, like, this is freaking awesome. Right?
No, I hear that.
I'm an introvert. I'm an extrovert introvert.
I feel that.
I am. And I used to say I was shy, and I'm like, wait, that's not the right word for me. I think it's introvert, extrovert. So anyway, so life now, if it's good. I don't know how I'll feel in like a month if we're still in this situation. But right now, I don't have any complaints. The only complaints is, like, I really can't just go out if I do feel like it.
Right? How long have you been home?
I've been home for, I think it's 25 days now.
Wow.
The Friday, I think it was the March 14th, 15th, or something like that. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the date that it was. I'm trying to look at my calendar real quick.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, the 13th, right? I'm at school, like, are we really at school? Because me and my husband have been watching this pandemic situation happening before it even became a pandemic, right? And we're like, this shit is coming our way, right?
Yep.
And so I'm like, what's gonna happen? So that, like, I've been literally sick since October, every other week. And I know it's because of the little germies. I'm around kids more.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know what I mean? So, and I'm like, wow, I was probably sick with coronavirus in January and February. And
there's a lot of people that are kind of like saying that now, like putting the pieces together because they weren't testing for it. So
so on the 13th, I was at school, and I was like, really, we're still at school? What is happening? And then that day, they made the announcement that Monday would be the last day.
Yeah.
So imagine my anxiety on Monday morning when I have to drive into work. I'm like, what? I understand we need to transition. I get it. Okay.
Right.
Work through it. That whole day. Oh my goodness. Luckily, I had the gym, so I could dance with the kids in the gym. And we just created a Corona dance.
Yeah.
Coronavirus dance. I was like, I don't even know what to like all weekend.
I know. What do you say?
how do you teach for one day? Like usually I plan for the week, what I'm doing for the week. So I was like, okay, let's just make it fun. The kids had fun. I had fun, but definitely I was like, stay back. Kids love coming up to you, hugging you, talking.
I know. I didn't even think that.
They're the best face talkers. Oh my God.
Like,
so they didn't quite understand when I was like, step away. No.
Yeah.
Don't touch my computer. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh. So, have you been teaching classes now from home for them? Or
yeah. So our school has been, man, my principal and all the support staff are like, have been on it. Like on that day, on the 16th, we had all Chromebooks for all the parents when they came and got their kids to pick up the Chromebooks and any packets and everything like that. And then any kids that didn't go to school that day, because a lot of kids didn't go to that school that day. Yeah. They, some of the staff went and delivered them to the homes of the kids who didn't go to school. So we've been doing, the virtual learning started like right away.
Good.
With our school. Yeah. And, other schools are getting there too. But definitely we've been at this for a while. And we had to be like, can we just slow down for a second? Hold on. Let's hold our bearings because this might be the situation.
You have your own situations.
This might be this case for a while. So for the dance classes for the school I am teaching online, we're using like Google Classrooms and all these other like computer stuff, apps and stuff. We want to do TikTok with some of the older kids. Yeah.
We just signed up for one where I work, but we haven't started using it yet. But
yeah, I can really only do that with like the second and third graders, but like K0, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a little.
So I just figuring out.
It might be fun to teach them the dances.
Oh yeah. So that's pretty much how, like, I do original content, like recording videos and sending to them, to the teachers, to the home teachers, who then give it to the kids and the parents. And I'll look up stuff online because there's some amazing teachers out there doing great things, and like YouTube is a great resource. So I just go in there and I send links like, hey, check out this and tell me what you think. And you got to get creative because I'm here and I'm blessed, and I feel really lucky to still have a job and be able to do it virtually and have access to the things that I need to do it virtually, like a laptop.
Right.
There's some teachers or parents that don't even have a laptop. You know what I mean? And so, so I feel like I'm able to do that. In terms of like other dance classes, I'm not doing dance class like right away. Everybody was like, Ellie, are you doing a class online? And at first I was like, yeah. And then I was just like, whoa, wait. Let me breathe for a second and figure out, because everything's about to change. Everything changed. So, but recently I just decided like, okay, why not do something like live? So I started the 8 live at 8 last night, and so far so good. It was kind of nerve-wracking, but went through it.
What's your setup like?
Huh?
What's your setup like for your stream?
I have many spaces in my house that I could potentially use, but I can't. The only space I could really use is the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Because in every room, like the 3 rooms, like, okay, so we have a sunroom. What?
Ooh.
I have a sunroom? Like, what the? Look this up.
You earned it.
What? Look at that beauty. I purchased that right before the
love it. I wish there was sun.
Hold on, I lost my headphones here. Oh. Okay, so I could use this room, but with TV in it. So the TV, the first couple of times I tried it, the TV was moving. So I was like, okay, I can't use this one.
Yeah, you can't.
So then I went to the living room, have another TV in there, because whatever. We have to have a TV in more than one room.
Understandable.
TV is moving. I'm like, great. So I go into our second bedroom, which we made into a music studio.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But in there we have this thing that if it moves, it could get damaged. So I can't use that room either. So I was like, all right, let's use the bathroom because our bathroom is huge. Our bathroom is huge. But then I was like,
that would be funny.
Dancing in the bathroom.
That's a new one.
So then I ended up in the kitchen. I was like, this is gonna have to work. It'll be fine.
Do you use your phone or your computer or?
I've used both. My computer, what do you call it? Camera is kind of grainy.
Yeah, mine too.
It's weird. But right now it doesn't look grainy and I'm using my computer. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's this app. Which I got questions for you, girl, because this whole situation is really awesome. Yeah.
Do you find that you're dancing more or less than before?
I'm dancing. I think I'm dancing less because before it was like guaranteed I had to dance. Every single day I was dancing, or on the weekends I was doing some event where I'm dancing.
Yeah.
Now it's like I could record all the videos in one day and chill the rest of the week. Yeah.
That's so smart. Chill.
Yeah. But I am trying to like stretch every night, which is something that I never do. Yeah. This coming from a dancer, I never stretch. That's awful, right? I'll stretch with my kids.
Probably should.
At school, like I'll stretch every day, right? But like at home at night, I'm like, ugh. But now I'm like, I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna do some sit-ups. I'm gonna do some planks.
It's so good for you. Keep the blood flowing.
I might come out of this all like, pow.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna come out of this looking like a potato, but whatever. What are some things that you miss about before we were on lockdown? Like, I really miss going to a bar.
Wow. Yes, girl.
Yeah.
I actually, this is weird, but I actually miss putting on accessories.
Well, you're wearing some fabulous ones today.
Now, this is not normally, I would not wear this with this and this and this and this and this. I just did this. I did this for this call.
I'm honored. Those earrings are fabulous.
Because I have not been wearing any earrings, nothing. Why wear that at home? Right? I know. Like, but now I'm like, oh gosh, what do I wear? This, my girl gave these to me.
They're so beautiful.
They're amazing. Yes. Shout out to Linga. Shout out to my capoeira fam. We wear yellow and black. So
love it.
She got these for me.
I just I wanted to feel like sunshine today, so I wore yellow.
And look at that. How random is that? For real.
Yeah, I guess.
What about you?
I miss going to
bars. Yeah.
I miss, I don't know, the routine of daily life. Yeah. I have one now that I've adapted to in the house, but there was like a timeline every day. But I was saying yesterday, I was talking to one of my friends, and it's not something I miss, but I feel like it's something I should stop doing. I'm still putting on perfume every day, and it's expensive. Like I was like thinking about it yesterday. Like, why am I doing this? You can tell me. So I can tell me, but that's it. Like, wasting my. I don't even want to tell you how much a stupid bottle costs, but.
Girl, I almost put on some oils this morning. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Like, I know, I get it. So,
I get that, and I'm like, you're gonna need that when you have to go back and see people again.
Yes, that's
so I need to. I don't know. I need to wear cheaper perfume during So, you do a lot of events. I do a lot of events. I love talking about events, and I'm just curious about your thoughts on how event life is going to change after all this, because they're saying that social distancing is going to have to stay in place probably even through the summer.
Dude, it's a thing. It's like shattering. Like,
yeah, it's like summer, my whole career, you know, no big deal.
It's like the summer. It's like for the last few years, working with meta movements, the summers have become, in terms of working, the summers have been so much like, is this a dream? Or like, is this my job? Like, I get to put on events and then dance with people and have fun.
They're
like,
so fun.
What? So it's definitely something that I'm like, right now is like down. This is supposed to be down in the grid, like work,
planning, yeah,
right. And I'm like, I don't even know what to do right now. Like,
I know, no, same. Like trying to get creative, but
because like imagine
honest, the online thing doesn't do it for me.
No, because imagine. Because especially the kinds of events that we put on, right?
Right.
So imagine
big things, tons of people, like
right. And imagine if all of a sudden this thing just like not disappeared, but like good enough to be able to at least go outside and do events. I'm like, how am I gonna like organize an event so fast? Like this is really gonna test our skills, Kelly.
I would normally right now be hardcore planning for World's Fair.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can't fundraise for that.
No.
Right now. That's inappropriate. And I can't apply for permits right now because they're not even doing that with the city.
No. They'll be like, you're crazy.
I'm concerned. I'm more concerned. Like, I'm really concerned about the businesses in the Latin Quarter, the small businesses. So, like, that's more of on the forefront of my mind than like putting together this event. But
right. So yeah, it's gonna.
How does that even happen if you can't have an event? Like, what do I do with that?
And on top of that, my anxiety level, if I could put on events, right now I don't know how I would do it. Like, I'll be like all masked up.
Like, you already have to pay attention to 8 million things. What? And then you add in the like safety extra. Oh god.
And most of the events I put on are partner dancing events. So like,
everyone's touching, right?
For the most part. And like, you know, when I do dance lines and stuff, it's not partner dancing. So I would imagine that the events would just be that. There's not going to be much partner dancing going on. Like, unless it's your partner that you live with and, you know, but I'm not one to try to be part of like spreading the disease even more. So that's my anxiety about it. But I'm definitely like, I don't know how I'm going to go through a summer. And a lot of people are feeling this way without salsa in the park.
Right.
What? And then there's JP Pork Fest, right?
Right, I know. I'm so sad about that.
We had to make a decision. We're like, me, Mindy and Marie were like, let's be real. This is like mid-March. Let's be real. This is not going to happen.
I totally appreciated that you guys did that like really early. I just think it was a good example of being realistic.
Yeah.
Because I'm working with people right now. I love them all. Love everyone I work with. But there's like everyone's gonna have to go through their own processing of this whole thing, and there are people who are still like out there thinking that events are gonna happen. And
well, it's wishful thinking, man.
I know. I get that. I'm not really an optimist in general. So
yeah.
But portrait, are you planning anything?
We are kind of like waiting a little bit, but yeah, we're kind of seeing what the literally what the environment's going to be like, to see what we can do, whether it's, people are doing concerts all the time on social media.
And that's been awesome.
And I know that people in JP, musicians in JP, have done like sing-alongs from their porch already. Yeah. So it's like, what is it that we can bring to the table that would be different from what people are already doing? You know what I mean? So that's the challenge. So we're just going to see where we go. And we're like asking for people's like opinions and like ideas, because we welcome that, and just see where we go. Because we were able to raise a little bit of money. We got a Boston Cultural Council grant.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, thank you. And that was before, so it's kind of like we could do something with that.
Right.
But definitely most of our fundraising would be happening now.
Yeah.
Like, we can't do that.
You can't.
So it's like, we know it's going to be smaller scale in terms of how we do things, but we still don't know what it's going to look like or what we're going to do.
That's awesome that you're like thinking about it. I'm working to adapt events that I've been doing to like an online sort of platform, but I really am not into it. I do events because I like the people and the experience and the togetherness.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just not feeling the online thing yet. Maybe I'll get there, but girl, that makes me sad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's so tough. It's definitely tough.
But dancing is something that you can, I feel like, adapt easily.
It's adaptable. Yeah, it's adaptable.
And that'll bring people a lot of joy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I went into the bummer zone.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good, girl. Like in terms of the dance classes, I'm like, wow, all these people that I've always wanted to take dance classes with, but I've never had the time and maybe didn't have the money. I can like do this because they're all doing it for free for, donations, obviously. Right. So I'm like, yes. But have I done any of them? I've done like maybe one or two.
I know.
Like, Jean Apollon, I love him. So I did, a class with him. And this other dude, oh my God, Oli Nadu. God bless him. I forgot his name right now, but he's out of New York. And he's and I found him through Facebook. So I would have never known about him, one.
That's awesome.
And two, through his live feeds, he'd been doing some classes and then inviting people to take his classes online. So at first I was like, oh, I'm going to do this, and this. It just ended up.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So that's
so funny. So your live stream started last night.
Yes. Yes.
Is it can you give me a rundown of it? And
sure. So it counts. It counts every night at 8:00. I'll teach. The first part of the live feed will be teaching step by step the 8 counts of the choreography.
Okay.
And then tonight will be our second night. So I'll start with the second 8 count of the choreography.
Oh, okay. So it's like a routine.
Yeah, it's gonna be a full little choreo that any dance, if you don't have any dance background, or if you do, doesn't matter, because I'm trying to break it down for anyone to, working with kids really teaches you how to break things down way down. So all the way down to like, where's your weight on your body to go to this side, all those little details. So the first part is the 8 count of that day, and then we'll put it together with the other 8 count from the day before, but with a little break in between, just in case you missed the night before.
I love that.
Right? And then I can count you off 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you come into the second one.
That's
so every day, it's fun. It's fun so far. Like I said, last night I was a little nervous because I've never done a live feed from my computer.
Yeah.
I've only done live feeds at events with my phone that I just press live and right. I don't even pay attention. I don't even think I pay attention to anything. I just go. And then last night I was like, so guys, let me know. Da-da-da-da. And I'm like, no one's responding. Da-da-da-da. But it was because I wasn't looking at the side for the live call.
Am I really live?
was like, can you guys hear me? So it felt a little weird because I'm like, I'm talking to a screen. I'm not talking to anyone. People aren't talking back to me, but they were. It's just through the comments. And then so I kind of like was like, ah. And then so, but I think tonight will be better. And hopefully Rebecca, I hope you're there.
Yes.
I see that she wrote that she missed it. Yeah, I hope she can make it. And I hope everybody else makes it.
Planning on tuning in. I am grateful for things like this right now because I don't ever want anyone seeing me dancing in public ever.
What?
So this, oh no, I'm horrible.
If you can walk, you can dance, girl. And
I can hardly walk.
You can dance.
I'm a klutz.
Oh, let me get my hands on you, girl. Hold on.
Maybe I'll come out of all this.
Being able to do a two-step.
This is me.
Yes. Look. Hey, that's how my husband dances.
My husband can dance his butt off.
Oh, so we're like opposites.
And I'm just like, hey.
This is his move.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's a good one. I can't even do that without banging my...
Over the last several years, though, I think he's gained a couple of more moves. He's getting there.
I should hope so.
Yeah. He's a musician, so he's got great rhythm.
Yeah.
That's like
what does he play?
He plays a trumpet.
Oh, cool.
And other instruments. He plays so many instruments, but that's his main instrument. Yeah.
That's awesome. And you play percussion, so drums. And...
Yeah, just like Latin percussion. Yeah.
Awesome.
So not like the kit
stuff together.
Yeah. So it was so sad. But we had a gig at the Isabella Gardner Museum.
Oh, I love the things they do there. Yeah.
So we did one in February. It was like our first time there. And then we had one scheduled for March 12th and it got postponed.
Yeah.
But that one was like an original, all of our music is original, but that one was like one that we just created because it was like a response to one of the pieces at the museum. So cool. And we were going to do it at the courtyard. It was supposed to be awesome. So I really hope that we do get to go back and do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the goal. I mean, we have a contract, so hopefully.
You're like, yo.
No, I really
all the events happen when they get to happen eventually.
Yeah. So
I want to ask you about patience because you're the first person to when we put up your information about the show and what we were going to talk about. You're the first person to say anything about patience and practicing.
Really? Wow.
So I have none. I'm wondering if you can tell me how to or tell everyone watching how to mindfully practice patience at home right now.
You all know how to breathe, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm talking deep breaths.
Yes. That's the way to start.
Way to start. And reminding yourself how much you love this person.
Yes.
You can be pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, so I think I think my husband and I have been really good about communication always anyway.
Yeah.
But sometimes that communication means like no communication. Like literally just go to the other room and separate for a while, come back to hey, what's up? How you doing? Right. But some things, you have to talk out because you don't want that very same thing to come back again and be worse.
Right.
So definitely practicing listening to each other, not just words, but body language.
Yeah.
I can tell when he is not in the mood to, like, if I'm like, I don't know, if he's like focused on something and then I kind of interject or like, I'm like, hey, and he's like, if he shrugs me off or something,
right.
Like I could do two things. I could decide. If I take it personally and be like, forget you then.
Yeah.
Or I can say, oh my gosh, I totally just interrupted him while he was doing something that's really important to him right now. And what I have to say is really really not that important right this second. So
I'm the first reaction.
You're the first reaction. I mean, we all get that reaction sometimes. I'm not perfect. But in this time of being home 24/7, the level of anxiety that's happening and the uncertainty and all of these things does make everything that's usually really small huge. So I have to remind myself, like, chill out. And you know what? If right now is not a good time to talk about it, find the right time later. Right. And not have to like talk about it right then and there.
Right. Because he's going through this too in his own way.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've been trying to keep reminding myself of that.
and girl, bless you for like, because it's one thing to be home and dealing with that with your significant other alone, but you've got family members in the house, so that adds a whole nother level of my parents, my mom and my stepfather were living with us for a whole month because they live in PR, so they were visiting, so they were here for a month, literally a week before the pandemic hit here, like that we know of. So like March 7th or something, they flew back home to Puerto Rico. So I was like, I can't imagine if they were here right now during all of this, because it's enough to worry about your own feelings and things you have to worry about, and then have to worry about others that you love. It's hard. So to be in the same space definitely is a challenge, but you can do it, Kelly.
I've been doing it. I feel like we've got a good thing going during the week. The weekends are a little weird because we're all like here. And we're all here during the week. No one's leaving the house. But my mother-in-law's working from home. Christopher is not working, and I'm working from home. And it's been okay. It's been fine. It's been good. I kind of like took control. So I've like, we're eating dinner, we're having happy hour. But, you know, I noticed that like, my mother-in-law, like, she has a boyfriend and they go out to eat every night. You know, we never had dinner together.
Really?
Well, like maybe once in a while, but we live very like separate lives. And like, if Christopher was working late, I would eat dinner and leave him dinner, whatever. We're eating dinner together every night now.
Wow.
And it's just interesting to be feeding 3 people instead of 2, and I don't know why. I don't know. It's like I know, and she has Crohn's, so like she can't eat everything. So like I know what he likes and I know what I like, and now I'm like preparing meals for her too. So it's like I don't know. It's just different.
It's an added element. I guess that's
patience, right?
Yeah. You know, just keep reminding yourself how much you love them.
Yes.
And how what you are doing is increasing their level of anxiety, or what you're doing is affecting them. Because sometimes we think, oh, they're being this, they're being that, but it's like, maybe they're being like that because of something you did or something you said, and you're just not even being mindful of that. So it takes a lot of mindfulness practice too. It's like, all right, reflecting and being like, how can I be a better partner today? Like, yeah.
We've been humor.
Yeah.
Laughing as much as possible.
We go on hikes.
We haven't gotten to that part yet, no.
Well, luckily around here, there's like freaking trails everywhere.
That's perfect.
So
I'm like scared to go to the Arboretum or anything.
So many people. That's what I hear.
I don't trust people to not come in my bubble.
Do you have a car?
Yes, we do. Maybe we should go somewhere. Like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Go down Route 2, find a nice.
just pull over.
Yeah, do your homework. Find Google. find a good trail nearby and just like, I don't know, we love doing that kind of stuff. We like go camping when it's nice, and like, so me, him, and my dog will go on a walk or on a hiking trail, or just me and him. You know, embracing nature and loving nature and just being.
No, and that's like really, really good for your mental health. So that brings me to my next question of what have you been doing to maintain your mental health and wellness during all this?
Well, I think the first week home felt like a little bit of a shock for us, because we were like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? And like I said, like my husband's like anxiety over this has been like triple, and so like his OCD-ness has actually helped us in this process. And so I'm like, okay, so the first week I was like, how am I gonna do this? Oh my gosh. So I was just like, I had to stop myself and be like,
yeah,
relax. Like, life as we know it is changed.
Right.
Do we know what it's gonna look like? No. So we just gotta go day by day kind of thing. And so I tell myself that, I remind myself that when I'm feeling this anxiety of like, I'm supposed to be doing this, I'm supposed to be doing that, because you know, that's just real, right? Like you're like always, as an entrepreneur, always thinking like, I can't waste this 1 hour of my life right now. I need to be doing something.
Right.
And so I have to remind myself, it's okay. Go outside, relax, have a cup of coffee or tea or whatever. Go back to what you were doing. And I for like 2 weeks, I was doing things just like whenever I felt like it, right? And so that felt good.
Sounds so nice.
But then I felt like I wasn't producing anything.
Right.
Because I'm always like writing a list of things, creating a schedule for the day. What am I doing this hour and this hour and this? And like super like nitty gritty like that. So I'm at the point where I'm kind of like in the in-between stage of that. You know what I mean? Like I set a schedule, but I don't go crazy if I don't follow it exactly. And I take breaks and stuff like that as I go. I don't, unless I have a meeting or something, I don't look at the time. Right?
Wow.
I try not to.
Okay. That's a nice little challenge for everyone one day, if it's possible for them to do.
Yeah. With no kids, that's easy.
Right. Right. I don't have no kids either, so I know when the cats need to eat because they tell me.
Right. I have a dog and she has her set schedule. That's the only schedule I have to really always think about. And she definitely tells us when she wants to go outside. She's like, okay, let's go. So yeah.
That's smart. I think that's really good.
Another wellness thing.
Yes.
Maybe it's not wellness. It's more like excitement of the fact that I don't have to wear a bra every day.
Welcome to my club.
I'm not wearing one right now.
I haven't been wearing one for a couple of years now, but I
envy you.
Your excitement.
I envy you. I can't do that.
I don't know I don't care how it looks or whatever. I don't care what anyone thinks. I just not comfortable.
Well, if you're dancing.
So I'll wear a sports bra to yoga, but like.
Oh, okay. Got you.
In general. Yeah. But dancing you probably need to.
Oh, these puppies need to.
Keep them in control.
Woo! So yeah, not wearing a bra and not wearing deodorant every day. Woo.
Yes. I've been wearing deodorant. What the hell am I doing?
I'm not wearing any. Me and my husband go to hug each other and we're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Social distancing. Yeah. It comes to a point where I have to wear.
I'm wasting so many products right now on nothing.
Girl, it's so liberating. This whole braless thing. You got it right. It's liberating.
It's awesome.
If I never have to wear a bra in my life again, I would be really happy. But we all know that's not going to be the case. So
right, I'll wear them.
I'm just enjoying it now. It's so funny.
So have you been watching any TV or movies or reading any books or listening to any music that you think other people watching will be into?
You know what? Is it like really interesting? Life before lockdown included me binging on shows and movies late at night.
Yeah.
Like all the time. Like I am a TV junkie. And so since lockdown, man, that has slowed down, weirdly enough.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really kind of weird like that. Like I'm still watching stuff, shows and movies and stuff, but more like asking my husband, what are you doing? Want to watch something together? It's like a bonding time.
Right.
Versus me just wanting to turn on the TV. Like I'll turn on the TV, but like, I don't know. Maybe it's this house. I'm enjoying it more.
You have so much to do around there.
I have so many spaces to clean now and organize. So yeah. So
what movies have you watched?
I watched I Like It Like That, the Boogaloo movie, which you can find online on Vimeo, I think YouTube too. We saw this really, what was it that we were watching? There's a lot of movies that I'm watching that I'm like, I don't even know the names. Really interesting stuff. But it's just like sporadic. It's not as much as I used to binge by myself. Now I'm doing it with my husband.
I have been we watch our movie on movie night, and then otherwise I have not been watching
really
anything. I feel like I'm in the TV show right now. Like I'm watching I'm watching All the World, and that's like the show. So like I'm all good with like.
And I'm sorry, every single time we're watching a show or a movie or something, I'm just reminded, wow. Remember how we used to be able to stand next to each other that close?
Yeah.
Remember how we used to be able to go do that thing that's on TV at that moment? You know what I mean?
I've seen like commercials, or I find myself when I see commercials and people are just, this is before. Mm-hmm. I'm like, hey!
Right. So yeah, I'm like
you can't do that anymore. Yeah. You can go to a restaurant.
Yep. So I mostly started strategically looking for movies that I can send the links to my kids to watch with their families.
Oh, nice.
So like dance related, music related, stuff like that. You know what, man, it's so sad because the majority of them are not appropriate for kids.
Right.
Unless it's like Frozen or like the what are they called?
I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't know.
Disney movies, basically. Disney movies.
What's the age range of the kids you teach?
3 to about 8 or 9 years old.
Okay. So if anyone out there watching has recommendations for 3 to 9 year olds.
Oh yes, movies. Please let me know. Please let me know.
Movies.
Yes, I would love that.
Have you been reading at all?
Surprisingly enough, no. I have lots of books.
Don't worry about it.
I have one book in my bathroom that I read when I feel like reading in the bathroom.
Yeah.
But no, I just finished reading One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
That has been my all-time favorites.
Yeah, so I finally just finished that one, and I was like,
did you like it?
That's how it ends. Oh, yeah, it was very interesting. It was
have you seen the movie?
No, but that should be on my movie list.
Highly recommended. It's a great movie. Jack Nicholson is amazing in it.
Okay.
But the book, I love that book. Maybe I'll read that book again. I keep rereading books I've already read.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'll probably get into a book at some point. I feel like this is going to be a long road kind of thing. So we'll go through our stages.
I think that's why I haven't been watching stuff, because I'm like, I don't want to use it all up.
Save it for later.
I'm like, oh no, wait. I might still be here in June.
Yo, for real. Can't waste all the goods on 1 month. Yeah.
Well, I want to give you your opportunity to have your final words. So I've been wearing a new pair of sunglasses. Well, I'm going to eventually run out of new pairs of sunglasses, but I'm going to put on my sunglasses. And this is your opportunity to talk to everyone watching now or watching later. Words of inspiration, venting, stuff you want to get off your chest, tell a joke, do a dance. It's up to you. And the floor is yours.
I mean, why you gotta be so fly though, Kelly? I love those glasses. Oh, I don't know. To everyone listening, hi, I'm Ellie, and just lead with love all this time. Whatever you do, love, 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 love. Get out there in terms of like outside. Make sure that you're grabbing in some vitamin D sunshine. Find the things that you have been wanting to do and take the time to do them. This is the time now, if you're able. Everybody's got different situations, and I understand that. But the things that make you happy, that bring you joy, tap into those things, because there's too much around us happening that is not bringing us joy.
There you go. So, it froze. Can you see me?
Where did you go? You're just like, I'm out. I don't like her sentences. I'm out. And now I can't hear you. So, but it's okay. Right? You there? I can see you. I can see you. I can't hear you though. You're on mute. Oh, that's a dress, not a shirt. That is fly. Yes, get a girl. I won't show you my bottom parts. Yeah. Anyway, so I still can't hear you, Kelly. You're like on mute or something. Oh. Like you're not on mute, but I know that you're like talking, but I can't hear you. So anyway, so Kelly, I just want to thank you for doing these. This is like fun. I'm liking hearing everybody's stories through this. This felt like a little talk show, which I've always wanted to be in a talk show. It's really cool. I did a talk show back in college, and that was it. But anyway, so thank you for doing this. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to wear my accessories and saying that it's okay to walk around your house with accessories and dressing up if you feel like it. That's cool. That could be part of my wellness practice. And yeah, hopefully some of you guys will go into my live feed tonight at 8:00. Wait, but you're pointing to another camera. Okay, thank you. Nice. Okay. Do you have 2 cameras going on? Check you out. Okay. So yeah, live tonight at 8 and every night for the next, well, now it will be for the next 7 days. And if you've never danced in your life or you've never learned a choreography, don't be afraid. Come on through. And if you just want to watch and see if you can do it, the best thing about this is nobody's watching you, right? So you can just be yourself, and hopefully you'll meet me there. And then the other thing is I'll post up pretty soon information about this online school with Meta Movements that I'm part of, where all the classes will be, it's really short. It's like 1 minute here, 5 minutes here of different dances from the Caribbean. So specifically from Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and United States or North America, whatever. So that's a really fun project, Meta Movements Cultural Connections. So I'll let you guys know once we've launched that. It's something that we've been working on for a while, like years. But now we're like, oh, now we need to launch it. So that's it. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Kelly. And hopefully I'll see you guys online or in real life pretty soon. Bye.